In this video, we will now learn about the nuclear power plants under operation in India. So this image is taken from Indian Express. So thankful to Indian Express for providing this image. So we will move from north to south. So the first atomic power plant has two atomic power stations. That is the Narora Atomic Power Plant in Narora, Uttar Pradesh. NAPS-1 and NAPS-2. It has two atomic power stations. Then the second one is in the west, Rajasthan Atomic Power Plant in Kota, Rajasthan. It has 6 power stations. Rajasthan Atomic Power Stations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There is the Kakrapar Atomic Power Plant 1 and the Kakrapar Atomic Power. There it has 2 power stations, KPS-1 and KPS-2. That is Kakrapar Atomic Power Station 1 and Kakrapar Atomic Power Station 2. It is in Tapi, Gujarat. Then there is the Tarapur Atomic Power Plant 1 and it has 4 power stations, Tarapur Atomic Power Stations 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is in Boisar, Maharashtra. Then there is the Kaiga Generating Station 1. It has 4 power stations, Kaiga Generating Station 1, 2, 3 and 4 in Kaiga, Karnataka. Then there is the Madras Atomic Power Plant. It has 2 power generating stations, Madras Atomic Power Station 1 and Madras Atomic Power Station 2. It is in Kalpakkam, Tamil Nadu. And the last one is Kundankulam Nuclear Power Station, which has 2 power stations, Kundankulam Nuclear Power Station 1 and Kundankulam Nuclear Power Station 2. So in this map we can see there are 7 nuclear power plants which has 20 power stations. So there are 20 power stations, and we all know in nuclear power plants the power is generated by splitting of uranium atoms, that is fission of uranium atoms, and this generates energy, this generates heat. This heat is used to heat the steam or the water, which is then used to drive the turbine for generating the electricity. So the government has also planned, the NDA-led government has planned to establish 20 more nuclear power plants by 2031, and increase the capacity from 7,840 megawatt to around 23,000 megawatt. This will help the country in generating electricity and for energy security. So we'll also look at some more details about the nuclear power plants. So as we all know, there are 2 types of reactors in nuclear power plants, that is the light water reactor and the pressurized heavy water reactor. So the light water absorbs too many neutrons to be used with unenriched natural uranium. The light water reactor uses unenriched natural uranium, and therefore uranium enrichment or nuclear reprocessing becomes necessary to operate such reactors, increasing overall costs. And this differentiates it from a heavy water reactor, which uses heavy water as neutron moderator, and it uses enriched uranium and natural uranium. So there is no need for nuclear reprocessing, and uranium enrichment is not necessary in pressurized heavy water reactors. So this is the light water reactor. As you can see, it has the containment structure in which there are the control rods, pressurizer, steam generator and reactor vessel. The reactor vessel, the control rods, the pressurizer which is used to pressurize, and then the steam generator. Then the turbine, which is the steam is generated and it is used to drive the turbines, which then generates the electricity, and then this electricity is supplied to anywhere, industries, factories or homes or anywhere. And then there is the condenser also. So this is the light water reactor, and if we move on to the pressurized heavy water reactor, so this is the pressurized heavy water reactor. So you can see heavy water pump, concrete, this is the containment structure. Then there are the pressure tubes here, you can see these are the pressure tubes on the left side. Fuel rods, heavy water moderator, fuel rods, pressure tubes, calandria, control rods, and water is pumped from the right side. You can see here it is, water is pumped from the right side. And then there is the heat exchanger, there is the water pump, heavy water pump and concrete shielding, so that the place stays safe from the concrete shielding. So this is the diagram of the heavy water reactor and how water is pumped, and then the steam is generated through the pressure tubes, fuel rods, heavy water moderator, control rods, and heavy water pump. Steam is generated. This steam is used to drive the turbines or move the turbines, and then electricity is generated. So you have to remember this diagram also, and you have to remember this light water reactor diagram also. Both of these diagrams are very important for prelims point of perspective. And then you can, the main difference between them is that the light water absorbs too many neutrons to be used with unenriched natural uranium. It uses unenriched natural uranium, and therefore uranium enrichment or nuclear reprocessing becomes necessary to operate such reactors, increased overall costs. Whereas this differentiates from a heavy water reactor, which uses heavy water as a neutron moderator, and it uses enriched uranium, so it does not drive up costs. So we know, and these are nuclear power plants under operation in India, and nuclear power stations under operation in India, and 20 more nuclear power stations or nuclear power plants will be set up till 2031 for driving the electricity demand, and it will increase the capacity from 7,800 megawatt to 23,000 megawatt at least, and it will help in energy security of India. But nuclear power plants come with their own set of risks, like leakage of radiation, or if there is a natural disaster, leakage of radiation can happen. If there is a lack in maintenance of the nuclear power stations, then also radiation leakage can happen. Or the water, like if there is like if we take example of Japan, there have been many nuclear power plant disasters in Japan, due to which the water gets polluted, seawater gets polluted, the marine animals die, or there is a reaction in the genetics of human beings. So these are all the risks which are associated with nuclear power plants. But in our country there are a few nuclear power plants only, and we are going to set up more power plants in future, and there are certain regulations which are being followed, set of rules and regulations as well as laws. So I think it should be safe. So I hope you found this video informational. I'll see you